Mariah here. I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. Hopefully all of you guys are having a wonderful day. So, what we are going to see is what Spirit wants you to know, right? What Spirit wants you to know. So for my Leo Spirit, what do you want them to know? I'm going to start off using a different deck, something I don't normally use on this channel, but when I was thinking about your energy, something pulled me towards this deck and called me towards this deck. So there's a reason, there's a purpose, right? Thank you, Spirit. GPS. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck is silver lining. So when I get this GPS card, it always, and I mean always, lets me know that no matter what path you're treading in life, Spirit is there with you, right? So with GPS, it talks about your intuition is being a real show-off these days. It's so ready to help navigate your life, and quite frankly, it's getting a tad bit impatient. It can't just understand why, when it knows the fun, easy route, you insist on doing everything without its help. There's no need to be lost ever, especially now that you're about to stumble into a gold mine. And can I tell you why I like this energy? Actually, I should say love. Why I love this energy here for you, Leo. Is because with that silver lining on the bottom of the deck, the tides are about to turn if they haven't turned for you already. Things are changing. Things will be improving if you haven't seen those improvements in your life lately, Leo. You know, it's so interesting because this kind of takes me back to the gold rush. Well, the gold rush happened, maybe 1930s, 1910s or 1930s. It's one of those eras. You guys know, if you're a history buff, you know. But it's taking me back to those days, right? It's just cornucopia. And I'm not breathing fairy tales and fairy dust up your ass. Excuse my language, but I'm not trying to do that. Wasting my time and wasting your time. But Leo, Spirit's wanting you to know why do everything the hard way. When internally your GPS system is trying to guide you to where you're truly supposed to be. And for some of you, you are absolutely listening. And for others of you, you may second guess, right? That's because we don't have that trust fully established with our intuition, right? Intuitively, we can feel something. Intuitively, we may know our path. Intuitively, we may know where we need to go. But then what tends to happen at times, if we don't have that full-on trust with our intuition, we'll get those intuitive downloads and nudges, and then we'll start to extrapolate the information and analyze it, which defeats the purpose of your intuition, right? And then we tend to second guess, overthink, overanalyze, and then we are left in a state of analysis paralysis because we feel a certain path or we feel a certain way, but then we start to feel uncertain or unsure. Leo, and like I say in any private reading, if your GPS is telling you something, your internal compass system, if it's telling you something, follow it. 9 times out of 10 and 10 times out of 9, it will never steer you the wrong way. So we have the Knight of Air, 2 of Cups, Queen of Earth, and the Empress in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. Underneath that is the 7 of Cups. And I'll show you. And I'll even show you one more that's right underneath that. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So Leo, if you don't mind, can I ask you a question? Like I normally tend to do in all my readings. If you don't mind so kindly if I ask you a question. Where is it that your GPS is pointing you to? Where is it that your internal compass system is pointing you to go? Where are you being led and where are you being guided? Because with this 2 of Cups here, for some of you, it may be in the context of water, but right next to this Queen of Earth, this is more so the energy of self-fulfillment. Something that you love, something that you feel called and led to pursue and the path to go down towards. That's where your GPS, if you will, is trying to guide you to. But this 5 of Wands here, 7 of Cups, internal conflict. Internal conflict. What are these conflicting energies that are arising within yourself, or if they're not within you, externally? What is the blockages? What are the hindrances that may be a prevention from you going towards what it is that provides fulfillment? Because we got the Knight of Air, which is the Knight of Swords, Two of Water, Two of Cups, and the Queen of Earth, all three in a row like this. So I see you actively, at least in the thought process, at the least, but I see you actively pursuing or wanting to go towards what it is that you love, maybe somebody that you do love, or again, on the larger scale, and this is what it more so feels like, a life that you love, a life that feels fulfilling and it feels enriching. It feels prosperous, and I don't mean necessarily on the monetary scale, which for some of you it can be, right? Because it is still a pinnacle energy, earth energy, which talks about the resources. But more than that, though, you have the key, if you will. You have the key. You have the ability to go after it. And again, some of you are actively pursuing this, and some of you are just in the thought process trying to pursue this or wanting to pursue this. But we have this Empress in the reverse. The lack of abundance, the lack of growth, the lack of new opportunities. If I can ask you another question, Leo, if you don't mind. When you assess your life, when you assess the factors that's playing a role or taking a toll in your life that may be a hindrance, how important is it for you to have that in your life right now? Especially if you know, or if you could see on the other side of that path what's in store for you. Would you be quick to remove it? Would you be quick to release it? Would you be quick to, eliminate that circumstance, whether it's internal or if it's external? Would you be quick to do so? And if you can say yes and say yes confidently, then why not do it? And if some of you are in that process of doing it, keep at it. But again, there's some form of conflicting or opposing energy. So I want to look at the Empress here. Tell me why the Empress is here in spirit for my Leos. Three of Air. And I didn't even know that was upright in this deck, so definitely important to come out. So hurt, disappointments, misfortune, if you will, in life, luck, love, circumstances, resources, some form of disappointment, frustration, hurt, heartbreak. That's your blockage here. And this is past energy with the Three of Swords in the reverse. So why is the past still affecting our future? Well, if we look at the timeline of our lives, a lot of past experiences will tend to resurface, or we tend to carry them forward into our future, consciously or unconsciously. But I'm going to tell you this, Leo, whatever this Three of Air, Three of Swords is for you, this is past energy. Why are we bringing this present? And even again, if you're doing it unintentionally, there's still underlying factors that you're carrying due to whatever this was that's still playing a part as a blockage or a hindrance. And it shouldn't be anymore. See, we have the Two of Fire on the bottom of the deck, which is the Two of Wands, but when the Two of Wands is in the upright, it talks about planning for the future, picking a destined path. In the reverse, you have that pathway right in front of you. But it's almost the sense of you're on the edge or on the precipice of something so great. And before you take that leap, it's the energy, are we sure? Am I ready? Should I? Am I able to? Or is everything in my life in alignment for me to make this jump? And sometimes when we go back to this GPS that talks about that, it's got extrapolating information from our intuitive nudges, and we process it analytically, which then leaves us on the edge of that precipice and not taking that leap, because instead of fully having that faith, trust, and that certainty that our intuition is taking us where we need to go, we need to assess or analyze it. And that's what's holding us up, because what's blocking it is whatever this past pain is, which is preventing us from listening to our intuition going forward. And instead, we're staying in a state, or we're keeping ourselves in a state of, okay, I need to analysis. I need to analyze this. I need to make sure all the pieces in the puzzle are together first, or, I need to make sure that I'm ready for it, or, these past hurts, pains, resentments, things that we may have scratched the surface on, but never really fully dealt with, again, consciously or unconsciously. prevents us from leaping and jumping. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here for you, Leo. You got one or two options. Easy options, but it's for you to choose. It's your path and it's your destiny. Wheel of Fortune here is in the reverse, which talks about quite a few things. Biggest thing, though, it talks about fate. Your fate is on the other side of this leap. Again, this fulfillment, Two of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles, within oneself, within one's life purpose, within one's life mission. But it's in the reverse. So to truly step into that, Leo, this Wheel of Fortune needs to be in the upright. So until this Wheel of Fortune, until you turn this Wheel of Fortune, when I always look at the Wheel of Fortune, it reminds me in a sense of a captainship, right? How you have the steering wheel or whatever it's called on an actual boat. You have that wheel that you can turn. But that wheel can't turn right now until you make that decision to eliminate whatever needs to be removed from your life. Again, whether it's family, friends, loved ones, a love situation, a self-imposed belief, limiting thoughts, conditionings, patterns, whatever this may be for you. And until you can do that, you're going to stay and perpetuate a cycle of feeling unfulfilled in your life until you are able to break free from whatever is that's holding you back. And the beautiful part about, again, the silver lining being on the bottom of the deck, from the things that have hurt you, from the things that have caused some form of hindrances, there's always a learning lesson in those situations. Now, that's only if you're a Leo that's able to take accountability for themselves. I've seen some in my comments that are not, and to each his own. But I will tell you, for a Leo that's able to take accountability for certain situations that life has given you, the hand that you were dealt, fortunate or unfortunate, sorry, we're all dealt the hand of life. Some got a better hand than others. I don't know what kind of hand you were dealt, but if you were dealt a misfortunate hand, well, Leo, this is looking at how life has happened for us instead of to us. And what details can you take from those situations to then yet use it as a part of your own toolkit to propel yourself forward and leave the energy or the memories of what truly hurt you in the past and take the lessons and the blessings from them to propel you forward. That's the silver lining, and that's what you need to do. So let me go ahead and get some more cards here. So for my Leo spirit, thank you. What else do our Leos need to know in this energy spirit? What other messages do you have for me? Action. Actually, I'll show you. We have action here. Absolutely. One more for our Leo. And that's so interesting. Protection. It's so interesting because as a Leo, you guys are all about action. You guys are all about forward movement. You guys are the leader of the pack. You guys lead the zodiac in that sense of taking action, of being brave, of being courageous, of at the end of the day, you know, you will make the movements that are needed that other people will not make. You will take the risk and the sacrifices and the chances in life that other people will not make. Absolutely. And that's one thing I truly admire about you guys. But in this energy, there's something here that's a little blockage that we got to work on. And the beautiful part about it, Leo, if you were just to close your eyes, a little exercise here, if you were just to close your eyes for about a good 3 to 5 seconds and just energetically felt what your true fulfillment would feel like, look like, smell like, taste like, what that experience would be, and you opened your eyes again, would you be so quick to remove anything in your life, whether it's by your own doing or external experiences, right? Would you be quick to remove those things from your life? And if you can easily say yes, do it. Because with this protection here, no matter what decision you make, as long as that decision is propelling you forward towards your life's paths, destiny, fulfillment, your life's mission, something that makes you feel whole and complete within, you're absolutely protected. Will it be a bumpy ride? Maybe a rocky one? Sure, because we do have the Five of Wands here. Sure. But that's with any chance or risk or opportunity that we take in life. You run the risk of that. But I will tell you, the beauty that comes out on the other side is incomparable to anything you would experience if you did not take that risk. So, I'm going to pull one more for you. And I'm going to get on out of here. So one more for my Leo spirit. For my Leos. Conclusions are within reach. Okay. So Leo, if you have been actively pursuing what it is that truly fulfills you, that gives you purpose, that fulfills your soul mission, your destined walk of life, I will tell you this, which is a very beautiful thing here. When you further continue that path, it's almost a sense of paradigm shift after paradigm shift after paradigm shift. You start to see your life change in so many different ways. Almost like being reborn again. And I have to ask you, are you ready for that? Are you ready to be reborn again? Not to sound all religious and things of that nature. I feel like now I'm starting to sound preachy. But it's a serious question. Are you truly ready to be reborn again? Because with that conclusions within reach, the closer you get to your path, the more you start to feel the old skin die, the old layers shed, and you're reborn into the person, the true Leo you are meant to be, that aligns you with your life path and fulfillment, what makes you feel truly whole on the inside. So Leo, it's food for thought, things to think about, but I will leave you here. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. I love you guys forevermore, and I'll catch you on the next one.